Coming to the ring then to start us off for this middleweight contest is Yaciel DESPAIGNE. He is a Cuban middleweight and he's making his World Series of Boxing debut here this evening at the age of 20. And he's replacing Ramon Luis, who was going to box in this particular position, but sadly didn't.
Damas y caballeros, da la bienvenida al equipo cubano, Arisnoide DESPAIGNE, de los Domadores.
So Yaciel DESPAIGNE. And his opponent was Marlo Delgado. 3 bouts under the WSB. 20 years of age, the same as his opponent, but ranked number 17. And never get 3 bouts in this competition. Can study in very good stead against the first timer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome for team member of USA Knockouts, Mario Delgado. Let's give a warm welcome, ladies
Mario
and
Delgado.
team member for USA Knockouts, Mario Delgado.
I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get in the rub. When I pull up out front, there's a do. When I roll 20 deep, so it's drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like them, you get plenty of groupie love. The homie ain't nothing changed, roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man, roll them trees up.
So here we go then, we have got a fascinating contest coming up here. Don't forget, of course, we look at Mario Delgado, and the ranked 17 with the World Series of Boxing in the middleweight division, up to 75 kilograms. 20 years of age, 3 bouts, 1 win, 2 losses. And his opponent, well, Yaciel DESPAIGNE, well, there's nothing he can do. First time out under the WSB rules, and just 20 years of age.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next scheduled bout of the evening. Middleweights, 5 3-minute rounds. Damas y caballeros, estamos listos para el próximo combate de la noche. 5 asaltos de 3 minutos. El tercer hombre en el ring, encargado de la acción, Tony Germain de Canadá. Primero, en la esquina azul, con pantalones plateados con franja oro. De Santiago, Cuba, damas y caballeros, Arisnoide DESPAIGNE. DESPAIGNE. Y su rival, en la esquina roja, con los pantalones rojos, con franja blanco. De Quito, Ecuador, aquí, Marlo Delgado. Delgado. 5 asaltos de 3 minutos. Sous referee, Tony Germain.
So here we go then, we have Yaciel DESPAIGNE, or DESPAIGNE, I do apologise, and didn't quite catch that, in action here against Mario Delgado. Now, Delgado is originally from Ecuador, but boxing for the United States. And as I said previously, Delgado in the red shorts, well, he's won 1 and lost 2. Ranked number 17, and he's only 20 years of age. His opponent also 20, making his WSP debut here this evening. Our referee is Tony Germain of Canada. And don't forget, of course, Delgado knows what it takes to win at this level. Having said that, I'm sure that DESPAIGNE also knows the score here. In fact, they're all very well aware of what it takes and what's required. Doesn't necessarily, of course, mean that they have what it takes, but you know, they'd like to think they have. Well, right over the top there from Delgado. And DESPAIGNE, well, got through the nice long jab to the face there. Well, this is one way to blood your future stars, I suspect. Well, that's a lovely little right hand there from Delgado. And you don't hear of too many Ecuadorian boxers, do you? But we've got one here, and he's a live one too. Well, something of a comeback towards the end of this first round from DESPAIGNE. Still got a lot more work to do, though, I think. I think the Ecuadorian stroke American doing pretty well in this opening round. There have been glimpses, and some good ones, for the Cuban, but I think the American's got the opener there.
Y la derecha por arriba que tiene dominado, pero como tú vas a ir para adelante con él, compadre. La mano adelante, ya, y por arriba la mano adelante de él, la derecha por rápido.
Well, there you are. Well, I'm glad to say that Mario Delgado was also declared the winner of the first round. And can I just remind you of those statistics I gave you earlier? That Cuba has a population of 11.25 million people. The Americans got a population of 314 million. An incredible difference. And this is only the second time that both countries have faced each other in sporting competition. The first time in 50 years was last week, when Cuba entertained the Americans and beat them 5-0. And there's no doubt about it that DESPAIGNE has shown some promise, obviously in the gym and in sparring, but now's the chance to put it all together. And he's not afraid to take the fight here too, Delgado. Well, I must say, I'm pretty much enjoying Delgado's effort here. He's pretty useful. And we've got a bit of a shootout developing now. Well, DESPAIGNE, of course, one of the Domadores, i.e. tamers or lion tamer, but I think this is one lion he's not going to tame in a short while. And of course, 5 rounds is pretty quick. It's a bit of a sprint. And let's not forget, of course, that DESPAIGNE having his first bout under the World Series of Boxing rules here tonight. And I've got a feeling that Mario Delgado is doing pretty well. And a nice little tear up towards the end there.
Tenemos 2 rounds hasta acá para nosotros, ¿eh?
Be interested to see what the judges have made of that one.
Sí, con el perfil derecho, son las 2 variantes, ¿eh? Ya primero para que vaya más atrás. Él viene.
Well, there you are, same as me, 2018. That's 2 rounds to 0 in favour of Delgado. So round 3, and let's face it, if this one's to go the full route and DESPAIGNE was to win it, he'd have to win this and the next 2. Otherwise, a knockout or stoppage is required. Of course, he doesn't know he's lost the first 2 rounds. He probably feels it. But having said that, you know, some fighters think they've won every round. Sometimes fighters think they've lost every round. You know, it's all about individual personality. But generally, you know, if you think you've won a fight, you generally have. If you think you lost it, you more likely did. Oh, Delgado's a very determined sort, isn't he? Not going to give up easy here. I gotta say, I think these two middleweights are putting on a pretty decent scrap, don't you? And can I just also remind you that the winner of this particular contest will face Russia in the semi-final. The other semi-final will feature Kazakhstan against Azerbaijan. And you may remember, right in the first week, I actually predicted the two teams that would finish in the final, and one was Kazakhstan and the other was Cuba. Kazakhstan, the reigning and defending champions. Cuba, first time in, can they take the crown? For the first time of asking. Now, it looks to me as if Delgado's going to get the nod here. And yeah, that's a good round for him as well. Now, let's just cast our minds back to the bantamweight division, which was actually a walkover in favour of the United States. The light flyweights went the Cubans' way, the bantams went the Americans' way, then back to the Cubans in the light welterweight division, and it looks like the middleweight division is going to go also to America. But, and I've heard through the grapevine, the heavyweight contest between Joshua Temple and Erislandy Savon has gone to a walkover in favour, I'll tell you later. Well, I'm delighted to say they've got Delgado in front. So, as I was just trying to tell you, you know, at the end of this bout, supposing Delgado wins it, it will be 2-2 with one to go, and that one has gone to a walkover. More of that later. I'll tell you after this, in fact. It's only a rumour. I haven't not had confirmation as yet, so you'll have to wait and see. Yeah, decent fighter, Delgado. Tough, determined. I'm not too sure, by the way, that Delgado's a massive hitter. Now, he's got through on target with some cracking-looking shots, but they haven't made much of an impact, have they? And he's really tried exceptionally hard, Yaciel DESPAIGNE, but he just can't break this man down. But of course, you know, as I always say in this game, you're only one punch away from disaster. The right punch at the right time, in the right place, bingo, it's all over. And that doesn't matter who you are. So one more round after this one. And despite the effort here expended by DESPAIGNE, I just feel, and I think you do as well, that Mario Delgado is going to take this round, not by a whole lot, but by enough. And this young Cuban fighter, 20 years of age, this is all about experience, really, and he shouldn't worry too much. If he'd have had a few bouts under his belt, who knows? But I don't think this is going to be his night. And there you are, Delgado winning by 2 and 4 points on 2 cards, and then dead level for one of the judges. I wonder what planet he came from. As we come out now for the 5th and final round. And I've got a feeling our Canadian referees enjoyed this one as well, simply because he hasn't had a great deal to do with these two fellas, but they know the score. Well, it looks like this Ecuadorian staying in control, doesn't it? Halfway point of the 5th and final round. And I've got to say, I thoroughly enjoyed this one as well. It's been a tough, uncompromising battle between two decent guys. One boxing for the 4th time in the red, the other one for the 1st time. In this tournament, that is. And I think Delgado will be quite pleased that his record appears as if it's going to go from 2 losses and 2 wins, as opposed to 3 losses and 1 win. Oh, hang on a second. DESPAIGNE can still catch him. Well, the clock's ticking down now, approaching the last 10 seconds. Well, it's too late for the knockout for the Cuban now. And that was a pretty decent little fight. And surely it's gone the way of Delgado. Well, 50-45 on my card. We wait for the official verdict, of course, from the judges. there was a disparity between the three of them, but well, let's just see if they've made sense. Yep, he had a good effort, this young fella, and there'll be a lot more to come from him. So, Mario Delgado is about to be declared the winner to level up his wins and losses with the World Series of Boxing. So here we go. Here we go then for the official score.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, I have the judges scoring, and here it is. Después de 5 asaltos de este combate, yo tengo la decisión de los jueces. 48-47, 48-47, 49-46, 49-46, and 48-47. 48-47, todo al ganador por decisión unánime. In the red corner, en la esquina roja, Marlo Delgado.
So Delgado is declared the winner, and well, closer than I thought, in fact. 48-47 twice and 49-46. So quite a disparity in the scoring. But what it means is that the Cubans have won 3, well, or have they? It's 2-all. 2-all after 4 bouts, and we had 1 more to come. That was the heavyweights. And the heavyweight contest between Savon and Temple, well, that's gone to a walkover in favour of the Cuban Savon, which means a 3-2 victory at the end of the night for the great Cubans, and find themselves in the semi-final, but they'll go up against Russia. Fantastic. And of course, the second semi-final features Kazakhstan against Azerbaijan. Fantastic. And I suspect Kazakhstan will be taking on the Cubans in the final. And, well, that could go either way. Don't forget Kazakhstan, the reigning and defending champions. And I think I'm going to leave it there. So my name's Steve Holdsworth. Thanks for joining us. Do take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.